I move now to Dr. Rajni Agrawal from India. She's the president of Federation of Indian Women Entrepreneurs. I was looking for the CV, and I was impressed by this serial entrepreneur coming from industrial chemical to metal to furnishing to health to leather good accessories, and then to a gallery, to art and gallery. She's actually opened an art gallery from 2006. And she was awarded, received an outstanding entrepreneur of the year award, received from the President of India, instituted by Ministry of Small Scale Industry, Government of India in 1988. And she's actually working on the his company diversified and set up art gallery, jewelry and art printing and sculptures in India for export and for domestic market. Dr. Rajni, you have the floor, please.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate, and I really feel very happy and delighted that I have been given this opportunity by Dr. Hashim to talk to such august gathering. I also am very thankful to the organizers and Ms. Dauja Garbi and my previous speakers who have given very wide knowledge and experience of what they have been doing in fashion industries, and especially Ms. Jalia Arab and Ms. Farah Liz. You know, it's so interesting because if I go through my first this thing, it says my first slide, second slide I will say, please. Yeah, can you go to the second slide, please? That fashion industry is essentially a core aspect of creativity and craft. You know, we should not, no, please go to the second one. This is the third number. Yeah, please. Now we have come forward. Can you go back to the second, please? Go to the second slide.
We don't hear you very well, Dr.
Can you hear me now?
Better, yes, thank you.
Okay. Go to the second slide, please. Second slide. This is the first one, and then go to the second, please. This is the one. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, I was saying that fashion industry is essentially, and it's a core aspect of creativity and craft. Whatever Ms. Jalia Arab was talking about, the small items which is being prepared at her incubator is very interesting, because the fashion starts from a very small thing. And then it goes to all the big kind of things, and each and everything, as Dr. Hashim was pointing out, that it's not only clothing, it goes to everything, whether we talk of shoes or whether we talk of jewelry, or whether we talk of home furnishing or any item for that matter. So it's important that creativity and craft is an important part of the fashion industry. Now, so is digitization and innovation important or even relevant to these things? The answer to this question is a big yes. Now, this leads us to the question why and how. Now, it is important to look at the global trends in all industries. And it is essential to understand the modern day consumer psyche. It's very important because consumer psyche is the most important thing for all the products which we are selling in the market. Now, can we go to the next slide, please? Now, why digitization is required? This is a big question. Well, adopting best technology is essential to reduce cost and improve quality. And this is, next please, next slide. Yeah. Adopting best technology is essential to reduce cost and improve quality. Then this is the digital era. As you, I mean, it is already established that we are sitting all in our countries, in our homes, and we are talking to each other. So this is a digital era, and digital technology is all pervasive. Now, online shopping is becoming the rule rather than an exception.
Mm.
You know, for fashion industry to be up to date, digitization is a must. Customers are tech savvy, looking for new ways of shopping. You know, when they want to go all on the different, their mobiles, they will go to each and every site, you know, they will go to different stores, they will check out the prices, they will check out the designs, and then they will take a decision. The customers are tech savvy, looking for new ways of shopping, and then it is important for fashion industry not to stick out like the proverbial sore thumb. It shouldn't be like a sore thumb and we don't bother about it. It's very important. So digitization is the most important thing for fashion industry. And fashion industry, as you know, few major fashion brands have fully digitized their value chain from planning to shelf, and they are testing and piloting the different approaches to meet the challenges and capture the opportunity of digital fashion companies, what they are required to do. Now let's come to why digitization. We have decided that we have to go for digitization. Now let's go to the next slide. Adopting best technology. No, please, the previous one, the third one. Yeah, we have done this. Sorry. Next one, fourth one. Number 4, please. This is 5. We go to 4 one. The previous one, previous than this one. Now this is number 6. So we go to number 4.
Number 4, please. The mic, Dr. Rajni, please.
Is it okay? The mic is okay?
Now it's better, yes.
Okay. Now this age of information explosion through internet and media, as we already know, that so G5 has come and the world is working on it very rapidly, that how that everybody can adopt the G5. Now fashion trends changing very fast. You know, the clothing, the type of clothes, the type of fabric, the type of every raw material is being changed. Instant exposure to latest trends, consumerism is the norm. We have to have a consumer focus things. And innovation is an essential to cater to increasing demanding consumers. When we are making certain things, it becomes gradually very important that we go on making certain changes in those items, because we cannot have similar thing all throughout. So every every now and then, every year rather, we have to go on changing. Like if we go back to the 60s, it was different. We come to 70s, it was different. We come to 80s, you know, all the youth was after MTV, and they were having everything as per the MTV. So the things are changing very fast. So innovation is essential to cater to increasingly demanding consumers. By innovating, you ensure level playing field for yourself. So you have to be in the business, and for being in the business, you have to work like what is required. Now, opportunity for MSMEs to compete with big players and globally too. This is a very good opportunity because the small players can do a lot of innovation. For big companies, of course, money is the power, but still they take time because they want to go through a system. Next slide, please. Especially, I would like to continue to say that it is a very beneficial thing for an independent designer if we go through the innovation and digitization, because digital technologies are the ways through which independent fashion designers strategically practice different forms of mobility in order to access and benefits from places, network, communities, events, and resources. Now, only few brands in the vast industry has started thinking digitally. Garment manufacturing practices haven't changed in the decades. We still know that the problems, the many countries are giving cheap labor and they are also employing children, and that's why they are able to give, the old practices they are still going on. Availability of cheap labor in some markets leading to inertia, industry neglecting technology and disregarding ethical and environmental issues. As you know that everywhere pollution is increasing day by day. All the countries are facing this problem. Risk of majority of manufacturing falling behind, especially MSME. If we are not updating ourselves, the manufacturing process may not be up to date. The situation is alarming. Being absolute is not fashionable anymore. We have to be not obsolete, but we have to be very much smart and in fashion. Next slide, please. So plain and simple, digitization and innovation, like yesterday. We should have done it much before, but we are a little late in fashion industry. There is absolutely no time to lose now. Online shopping is trending. Of course, the brick and mortar showrooms are not out of fashion because it's the feel, is the experience which every customer wants to have. And interestingly, those feel and experiences are now getting introduced by all the innovation, by all the digitization. Now digitize the value chain at all stage, from playing through showroom shelf to an end consumer doorstep. Now, for example, AI, the artificial intelligence is becoming a very, very great and important thing in fashion industry, which is working out the system process from beginning till end. Then we also have D3. D3 is giving all the designs, virtual designs, and you can select and you can finalize whatever you would like to buy or you want to use. Now, use technology to create trendy and compelling designs, even while operating faster and more efficiently. The induction of all these digitizations are making things faster, more, more accurate, and more efficient. Save on raw material and manpower cost. About 20% manpower cost reduces. Ensure being ethical and eco-friendly. So when there are less people involved, the process is getting faster. We are ensuring that it is more ethical and more eco-friendly. Next slide, please. Now, emerging trends in fashion industry, digitization and innovation with cost reductions, access to virtual markets, online fashion shows, customized designs. This is becoming gradually a trend of the day. Visual presentation of apparel designs through 3D software, CLO, as I was just explaining it earlier, that for efficient working, it's very important to introduce CLO. AI-based forecasting of styles by analyzing previous and current trends. Focus on being consumer-centric. Pre-equip retailers with knowledge of shoppers' affinities and needs. You will find all the details on the websites, all the details when you are buying a fabric. Even if you go to Amazon or for that matter to any other uh, uh, store, online store, you will find all the details are given there. And there are so many other things, which are very, very beneficial. You can get it changed. You can If you don't like the color, you can even get it changed. If you don't like the fabric, you can get it changed. Now, digital technology is taking a center stage. Search engine optimization helps buyer zero in on specific choices. Intelligent data management, the key differentiator, helps develop breakthrough ideas and disruptive strategies for the fashion industry. Now, digital printing is very important. You see, digital printing to reduce water and power consumption by 75 to 95% and minimize textile waste. Water is becoming a problem all over the world. And the pollution which comes out of it is also, it can be stopped because digital printing is going from fabric, from machine to the direct fabric. So there is nothing else is involved in between. Optimization of production, small runs of particular designs becoming possible. Well, smart is becoming a buzzword, becoming the mantra for designers. New age apparel fitted with sensors. When you're buying shoes, when we are buying yoga fittings, that the yoga will say that you are not taking a right posture. The yoga dress will say you're not taking a right posture. You are, there's so many sensors have come that you have to be at par with that. You're wearing a watch, you are going, they will tell you what is your speed, how many steps you have taken, how far you have gone, how many kilometers, how many calories you have reduced. So smart is becoming a mantra. Now, sustainability, the buzzword, eco-friendly materials are being used to make fabrics. We don't have to do ironing. We have to see that we can just, life is so fast. We can't go on having cottons of those different kinds, which can be just picked up, washed, picked up, and we can pack it in our bag and go. So these are the fast things happening. Now, next slide, please. Well, see, these are the latest trends. The smartphones, the machines, the plastic furs is being used differently. This is innovation. Next, please. Now, factors to be wary of. Now, this is very important because we are going through globalization, we are going through digitization, but we have to be careful also. Globalization through the web is a double-edged sword. Smaller fashion designers exposed to greater number of competitors. This is a one very important issue. They are getting a lot of exposure. Brand dilution due to cheaper limitations available on same platform. No differentiation or exclusivity unlike bricks and mortar stores. Well, buying a Chanel suit and buying another suit, the difference will be one will cost $2,000, the another will cost $500. So that is still there, and we have to, but we can buy a kind of a copy. Now, B2B marketeers need to factor in varying rules and regulations in the different markets when devising marketing strategies. Designs on the web are open for all to see. Easier to copycats to steal your intellectual property. These are some points which have to one take care of. And digitization is leading to a loss of designers' human touch. And this is what Faraha Liz was talking about. Human to human touch, of course, when you are going digital, is reducing. Next slide, please. Now, I'd like to talk to you about the Federation of Indian Women Entrepreneurs. This is one of the oldest organization in the country, and this is a pioneer association in India. It started in 1993, and our mission is to promote and develop women entrepreneurship for emulation worldwide. Our vision is to provide training facilities, enterprise to enterprise cooperation within the country and outside the country, and provide greater access to latest technologies. Our objectives are we aim to achieve customer satisfaction level to more than 75%. We achieve 95% TAT for release of test results. And we like to have less than 5% errors as seen by our customers. We are one of the very big assessing body in the country who are uh, taking the assessment of the youth which is taking training in the country. So we make the assessment of those children, those youth, and then give them certification on behalf of the Government of India. Next slide, please. Now, how FIVE is supposed to the fashion industry? Just recently, about a month back, we did a program on digitization, and it was so well attended. I just can't explain it to you. Women empowerment, which is special focus on fashion industry, because lot of our women are into fashion. Platforms for exchange of information on latest trends and digitization and innovative practices. This is our very important issue. Organizers, seminars and workshops on digitization, virtual networks. We are almost doing a seminar on, like Dr. Hashim has done, of course, in a worldwide manner, like people from Italy, from other places have come. But so far in India, we have been doing for Indian participants, and we are doing it almost twice in a month. Now, develop mechanism to strengthen networking amongst designers and manufacturers. Then we have a knowledge bank for e-commerce marketing tools specific to fashion products, and one-to-one counseling session for women entrepreneurs to apply the knowledge and techniques. Well, these are the support systems we have been doing in FIVE, and we have a very well recognized organization in the country. Thank you very much. Last slide, please. I think that's a thank only. Thank you so much, Dr. Hashim, for really giving me this opportunity to share my ideas with all of you. I really thank all the organizers once again. Thank you so much.